screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building is starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. Real life's bleeding,
I appreciate that
out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold.
Share out the live, bestie.
Say it,
we're going in today.
every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna tell you all right now. Today,
you can pretty much guarantee if you're going to turn on
we are going to make some people upset, and I'm game for it. I'm on one today, people. I'm on one, and hold on, I'm trying to set up where we left off at with our original thing yesterday. I didn't know it was going to move it. All right, bet we'll pick it up right there. I want everybody to come in. Come on in. We're gonna give it a few minutes. Is my mic too loud? I feel like my mic might be too loud. I don't know. Can y'all hear me okay? Y'all good? Share out the live. I need everybody to share out the live today. I'm not playing no games today. Hey, sis. We're going to go off the rails today. I get a feeling. I get a feeling. I'm going to share out the live to some people as well before we get started here. But yeah, we're not going to play today. We're gonna melt some snowflakes today. Believe that. Believe that. Believe all of that. Give me a second. Y'all hold on one second. I got a couple more people I need to make sure I get this to before we get started. Man, I can't remember Nutty's name, but okay. Share out the live, people, please. Marie, welcome in, bestie. Welcome to work. Today, I have prepared myself to lose my podcast, my page. Dr. Rashida, thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. Make sure you claim your points. Please, y'all. Make sure you share out the live to everybody. I don't even care who you share it to. I want everybody. Just share it. I prepared myself to lose my platform today on here because, hey, Deb, let me tell you, I've had an emotional night. You know, in the middle of the night, my city has this mayoral thing going on, and it's a guy, the current mayor. I'm cool with. I'm friends with him. You know, personally, he's a great guy. It's an older guy, almost 80. But then the person running against him is a 29-year-old black guy. You know, he got braids. He's young, fresh. You know, he got some college, little college to him and stuff like that. But the thing about it is, my city is torn. My city, I got people who I thought were cool. I'm seeing some of the things that they are saying on social media, and it's breaking my heart because I never thought they'd be this way. I never thought that they was this way. And thank you for the what's ups. I appreciate it, Dr. Rashida. Thank you. My man's Locke. I'm glad you made it in, brother. How you doing? Peace and blessings to you, brother. I never thought they'd feel this way. Or I never thought they thought this way or anything like that, right? So now, the current mayor, if he gets elected, it'll be his 5th term. But years ago, he stated that he felt like mayors should only have a 3-term limit. Now, man, Locke said, "What's up, man? We got so much. I'm about to cover. We about to melt some snowflakes today." He said that the mayor should have a 3-term limit, but he never moved out the way. He's going on his 5th. Now, I have nothing personal against this guy. In fact, I said he is beautiful. I would say he did an outstanding job. However, I do believe that change is necessary. And I believe that change isn't a bad thing. See, let me tell you where I'm coming from with that. Marietta is my home. It raised me. I've had a plethora of experiences, good and bad, in this city. Now, I know how things were in the past. I remember having the original 6 housing projects. My family was in one of them. Shout out to Lemon Street. Shout out to the Circle. Shout out to Crosstown. Louisville, that's where I stayed. Baptist Town. Clay Home, Boston Homes. You know. But you see, it got to a point where the city decided, good morning, Lori. The city decided to destroy, demolish, knock down these projects. And they built these 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, so on and so forth, homes. That's beautiful on the same land these projects at. Thank you for that heartbeat, Lori. And what that did was, it was gentrification. It moved a lot of people out of that area, and they had to go to neighboring counties where it's cheaper to own a house or cheaper to live. Right? No, Rap Guy, I ain't see what Georgia Power's trying to do. What they trying to do? Add them on the list today, because I told you, I'm on one, bro. And here's the thing. No, they are so not attainable. DJ Rocky B, welcome in. Nah, Rochelle, they not attainable at all. And so let me tell you where I come from. Thank you for that heart, me, DJ Rocky B. Let me tell you where I stand on this. You have this 29-year-old young man that's wanting to be a president. I mean, a president. He probably could be, but he wanting to be a mayor of the city. And he's wanting to implement affordable living in Marietta. He wants to create safe spaces for family to come and hang out. And don't get me wrong, we got some of them now, but he wants more. He wants more sidewalks. He wants more biking trails and scooter trails so people can ride the scooters and bikes and be safe and not have to contend with traffic. He wants to figure out how we can make the commute from home to work and work to home and just out about leisurely. He wants to see how we can make that where it don't take you forever to get home. You get me? I'm for that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Because you see, what I hear him saying is, when he says he wants affordable homes in Marietta, what that lets me know is I get to go back to where I grew up. I get to go back to where I raised my kids. I finally get to move my little girl over there to where she can go to school and attend the schools that my sister and I attended. Her brother attended school there too. Her sister, her older sister, went to school over there too. You know, she gets to do these things, which she's going to do regardless. But what I'm saying is, it'd be so much easier if we could just get a house over there and just she goes to school that way. But she's going to go either way. Know that. I stand 10 toes down on that. I already told my wife, even if I'm dead and gone, you send her to Marietta Middle School, 6th grade academy, middle school. in high school. If she go anywhere else, I'm the ghost knocking stuff off the mantle. You ain't even got to wonder what it is. So here's the thing. Those people that I thought were cool, these people that on Friday nights we go to the games, the Marietta High School games, we sit in the stands, we laugh, we chop it up. You know, I do things with them at the school. We plan things together. Yo, I mean, I could be out and about with my family. We see them and everybody speak. Everything's cordial. So to see them on social media saying some of the things that I've seen them say about a brother that's 29 years old because he is black and young and don't have the experience as a mayor, you tell him he don't know nothing about Marietta. Well, I'm Marietta OG. And I know about it. And I say we need affordable homes. Yeah, it's cool to have people that's well off over there, but it's also good to have people that's working class, that's trying to make an honest living, and they should be able to stay there as well. It's unfair. And so to have people say, well, and this is a direct statement that someone made, and she used to be the former, well, I'm gonna say this. It was told to me last night. I got a message in the middle of the night and I woke up and read it. It was told to me because I was conversating with her on someone else's post, and someone commented on there and saw her and I having an exchange of comments, and they inboxed me. They DM me and they said, she's the one, she used to scream at black kids when they walked by her house going to the square, and she would scream slurs and vulgar words at them. And she also said she shows up at the meet and greets that Sam, and I can't remember his name, forgive me, Sam something. Hold on, y'all. Got me so, man, I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it. Hold on, y'all. Sam Foster. That's his name, Sam Foster. But she comes to his meet and greets and she tells him he doesn't know anything about Marietta, and that having low income housing, get this is what they said her words were, would bring in the wrong type of people. People, what the hell is the wrong type of people? Because I know what she meant by it. I know what she meant by it. But let me let her in on a little secret.
White people commit crimes too.
So what do you mean the wrong type of people? And like I told y'all, she was a former mayor of our city. And to think that she thinks that way, it's diabolical. By the way, after I read that message that the person DM'd me, I felt compelled. I felt God like move me to finally, because I've been thinking about it. Some people had reached out to me and asked me to do it, but I never gave it no thought. But I felt God move me after I read that. And so I reached out to Sam Foster and I asked him if he would come be a guest on my podcast. He hadn't responded yet. I hope he do, because we got the November 4th and I would love to have him on there. From one Marietta OG to a 29-year-old that's trying to make a difference. Let me tell you something, man. I take pride in being able to go up to my high school or talk to the superintendent of the school system or the head coach or the athletic director and give them advice on things, on what we did when I attended the school, when we had pride and tradition. And I appreciate them. Luckily, I hadn't seen none of them say nothing crazy, but I appreciate them at least implementing what I said, thinking about what I said, and they actually do some of it. But they think enough of me to even ask me. I take pride in that, because you see, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take people from different sides of the bridge. It's going to take people from different sides of the tracks to come together to make this thing work. Let me tell you something about Marietta. When I went there, it was black and white kids and all other kids there, but we didn't see that. We just hung out with each other. We went to school with each other. We coexisted with each other. We were best friends with people of the opposite color. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the things I'm known for. If you go on Facebook and you ask people I went to school, or even on here that I went to school with, and you ask them, what was I known for? They'll tell you, friends with everybody. He didn't care what your money looked like. He didn't care where you live, your house. He didn't care your color. I didn't care if you was atheist. I didn't care if you was a Christian. I didn't care, Baptist. I didn't care. I was friend with everybody. And then they'll tell you I like white girls in football. But that's another topic. But the thing about it is, I was friends with everybody. I never made anybody feel less than. You understand? So I'm about that. That bothers me, that I see people say comments like, or I hear people say comments like that. You know, that bothers me. Now, let me go on to something else. I want to let you all know exactly. You see how the numbers going down? We had 68 people, and we're in 14. Keep sharing out the live. I don't care. I don't care. TikTok, I don't care. I don't care. We saying the quiet part out loud today. And there's no giving. If you voted for him, if you voted for the cheddar colored coat leader, if you are a close friend of mine, if we have been friends for years, if we've talked or interacted and was cool and cordial with each other, and you voted for him, we are no longer cool. Why you say that? How can you say that? You supposed to be a Christian. Right, I am. Thank you, Annabella. I appreciate that, love. Thank you for the heart me. I am a Christian. Let me tell you something, what I'm not. What I'm not going to do is sit here and allow people to pretend to be friends and care about my family, but yet you voted for an individual who wants to see people like me, see my family, see my friends oppressed. Excuse me, oppressed. You voted for someone who says he's taking away the health care for people. Do you know what that's going to do? Do you know how many people depend on health care? And then he dresses it up with the fearmonger and tries to tell y'all, well, they're giving immigrants health care. No, we're not. They're not even eligible for that stuff. They got to be here for 5 years and pay taxes and stuff like that. And mind you, they pay most of our taxes anyway. Do your research. Stop being a racist. Research over racist. But you voted for that. And we sat here and we told y'all what he was going to do. We told y'all what his plan was. Excuse me. And you still did it. So that proves to me two things. One, you didn't pay attention to what I was saying, or you didn't care what I was saying. And two, you're for the oppression. You are for my family. People who share like mind or like thoughts or point of views that I do, you're okay with them suffering. I'm a type 2 diabetic. I need my medicine. I got a grandmother that's blessed me out there. She's like 86, 87 years old. She needs medicine. I got one of the coolest uncle, if not the, well, I say one because I got some other uncles that's cool too. But I got an uncle that's one of the coolest. He needs dialysis. I have a mother-in-law that's right back here in my living room who had a stroke. She needs her medicine. I got a little girl that's got skeletal dysplasia. She needs medicine. She needs to be able to go to her doctors because we don't know what we're dealing with. My wife and I don't have kids like this. And when you go to the doctors, guess what? Our little girl's a miracle. You know how I know she's a miracle? Because she was dead when she was born. She had the umbilical cord around her neck. She had a hole in her heart, and she is alive today. Yes, I'm talking about Rudy. And she's one of the most vibrant kids I've ever met in my life. And she loves Everybody. And let me let you in on a secret. She's black and white. And she's somebody. So if you call yourself a friend of mine and you voted for that cheddar colored coat leader, delete me now. Don't speak to me. Now, I do have a close friend. It's my brother. And I didn't know he voted for him, but he did. But you know, he called me about a month and a half, 3 months ago. He said, man, I did it and I was wrong. I apologize. I can accept that. I can accept that. I can even forgive you all that voted for him. That don't mean I'm gonna talk to you. Yeah, God said forgive. He didn't say be a fool. He said nothing about being a fool. In fact, if you can find a scripture in the great book that tells me to be the fool, then I'll do it. But I bet you won't find it. I'll wait. So again, if you voted for him after we told you all what he was going to do, you can stage left. And let me tell you something else. He fearmongers you all on, and I'm going to point that out too. But he sits here and tells you all, or tell us, he is canceling SNAP benefits because there's people that's cheating that can work and not work, and they're just living off of it. And yeah, some people are, but majority isn't. And what you just done is you put kids in a situation to go hungry. You put single mothers and single fathers. I was a single father once myself, with my kids having to walk to the church in Omaha, Nebraska, down off of Farnham, and go to their food pantry to get some food to feed my son and my daughter. I went to the Heartlands of America Food Bank to get food to feed them. So I know how hard it is. But you sit here and you say, you listen to a man that sits here and tells you that basically it's minorities that's benefiting from government assistance. Let's learn something on here, people. 37% of SNAP benefits goes to YT people. 26% goes to BLK people. And I can't remember the other ones. I didn't get that far. But the thing I did get is YT people get benefits more than BLK. But yet you sit here and you allow this man to brainwash you and to demonize it and to thinking that it's just lazy BLK folks. And it's not. But you know, it's free 99 to do your own research and not listen to a person that isn't politically correct, that isn't politically competent enough to even hold the position that he got. You allow him to make decisions for you. You allow him to think for you. Somebody that ran 6 businesses bankrupt, had a bogus university. And this is who you all listen to for advice. And I have some. And there's one that's really close to me, but and she said, well, I like his business mind. It's been better. It benefited my business more. How? When he just gave Argentina $40 million and we got people hungry and homeless. We got vets that can't even get the proper help they need. How is he a good business man? And now you have the producer from The Apprentice show that just came out and said, you know what? That was a lie. We drew that up for him. We wrote that script out for him to play it. He's really not that way. He's not a good businessman. Now look where we are. Now he gave you, he gave out the little, well, I can't even say he gave out the little stimmy checks. What he did was put his name on it. And a bunch of y'all, yeah, it's free money, it's free money. Yeah, he's good, you good, we're gonna vote for him again. But we paying that back now. He goes and put tariffs on people. Our farmers, I told you all, I lived in Omaha, Nebraska. I get what agriculture, how important it is to our country. They are hurting. Other farmers are hurting because this man is implementing tariffs not knowing what they mean. We played the audio for you all on a previous show a few days ago where former President Reagan was talking about this in 1987, about how tariffs only look good for the moment, but in the long run, it's a bad, bad thing. And yet and still, y'all listen to dirty diaper dippy dummy in the house, in the president's house, and y'all let him run everything. Now, let me tell you something else I'm upset about. Let me put this up. And I actually sent this to some of y'all. Yeah, they keep knocking the numbers down. I got it. I don't care. They don't want this truth out. We're going to give them this work. We're going to give them this work. We're going to give them this work. Let me find the picture real quick. I'm looking for it. I'll tell you another reason why I'm upset at y'all that voted for this dude. Can't even call him a dude. I sent this video out to some of you this morning, but we're gonna let some of the people who didn't get it, that I didn't send it to, we're gonna let them ride with it. All right. I'm gonna move out the way so some of y'all can see. Read that. Read that. Let's get one thing clear. Now, first of all, hold on. Let me do this first. Because I sent some of y'all that. Let me play the audio for you. Because some of you, that's one thing I like about Al Jazeera News. You can ask my wife. I watch all kinds of news from different places. If I know where you from, I'm going to watch your news to make sure you're safe too, because I care about everybody. But we're going to listen to the audio. That's why I like Al Jazeera News. They give it to us the real way. They don't cover nothing up. They don't. Hold on, Will. Let me play this, man, and then I'll bring you up. Come on. I got the volume up.
We have some big news right now. Top military.
Hold on. The platform want to trip on me. Nah, we ain't going to do it. I'm going to find it. Here we go. Listen. That young man screaming, 16 years old, screaming, I'm underage. You can see it right here, man. They twisting this little boy's neck. Two men on, and this is supposed to be the ICE people. Look at what they're doing. These are grown men pinning down a 16-year-old boy on his way to school. They some bees in men bodies. That's what they are. 16 years old on his way to school. Now, I get it. I totally get it. I'm for getting crime out of here. I'm totally for getting crime out of here. Hold on, let me take this. Yeah, look, that's my baby. That's Rudy right there. Before one of my matches, we had pictures. Look, that's Rudy. That's Rudy. And I should have added, you know what? I'm going to add pictures of my other kids later. I'll do it on another thing. I should do that. But the reason why I got this up here is because she's one that's one of my favorite pictures of. But she, in the mornings when we listening, taking her to school, and she hear me listening to politics and stuff like, she's like, man, even she knows at 11 years old, even she knows the cheddar color coat leader is a douchebag. Michelle said, I'm supposed to write a paper on that. I can't do it. Listen, let me get back to I'm with you. I see why you can't. It's hard to even do it. And then look, thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that. She said, so beautiful. I appreciate that. Check this out. Shout out to Zeus, because I was also on his broadcast this morning too. And he played something where there was a young man and his mom and these ICE agents was on his mom, pinning her down, and he's screaming, he's crying, Ma, Ma, Ma. Listen, how in the world can you support a dude, a douchebag that is okay with that rhetoric, with that is okay with that action? And especially if you got kids. How would you like it if your kids was minding their own business out with their friends and a group of people come and scoop them up and drag them off to a place and you don't even know where they are for stuff that they didn't even do? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm for getting crime off the street. Please, I understand. I'm for cleaning up crime. What I'm not for is detaining and arresting people based off the color of their skin or their ethnicity in order to try and give your race, your people, a leg up in the I don't know if y'all didn't get hugged enough by your parents or whatnot. I really don't know what it is. But what I do know is what you all are doing is not right. If you are for this, if you're okay with it, you are not right. And let me let you in on something too, because they like to hide behind being Christian. They like to throw that title around as if it's just worthless, right? So let me let you in on a secret that you may not know, because clearly some of y'all are not reading real Bibles. You're reading that Bible that he stood out, the cheddar color coat leader stood out in front of that church and held up upside down for a photo ops. So let me tell you what the real Bible says and lets us know. Jesus was a refugee. So do not use that it's Christian like, because it's not. What you just let us know, that if Jesus was here on earth today in a human form, you would detain him. And he's done nothing wrong. So don't use his name, because you're not that. Hold on, I got a couple more people I need to share this out to. You're not that. I can't believe that you all fall for the rhetoric that this man pushes every single day. Every single day, he does something that is just, and it's not even about Republican or Democrat, man. It's about morality. Somebody just sent me, who's that girl? 501. Thank you for that heart, me love. I appreciate it. Please make sure you hit that orange heart above my head and claim your points, please. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you joining. And please share out the live. Look, I know they the platform trying to hold me down too, but I don't care. Hashtag, I'm going to say it. We're going to get this out. It's about morals. There's a soccer player that's in South Central Georgia here. Led this team to state championships in soccer. Has a grade point, 3 point something grade point average. On the way to school, they tried to say he ran a stop sign, detained him, put him in something, and took him somewhere. His parents don't even know. Yet they don't know. Now, if you're for crime, here's what I'm saying. If you're for crime, I'm for crime too. Let's clean it up. If you're for cleaning up crime, I'm for cleaning up crime too. We can agree on that. But what I fail to understand, what I fail to overstand, is that you're saying you want to clean up crime and you are not starting with the cheddar color coat leader that resides in our president's house that has 34 convictions. Do you not know he's got more convictions than most of these people that you are saying is immigrants and doing crimes? This man is sitting here unaliving people on boats and saying that they were bringing D-rugs to our country when it's already been stated that they didn't even have enough fuel to even get to our country from Venezuela. So it's a bold-faced lie. That, my friend, is called the M word when you unalive people. And the media, I blame media, they should cover it as such. Stop dressing it up. Stop dressing it up, man. Let's call it what it is. Because let's keep it a $1.50. If Barack Obama had done this, I don't think there's a prison heavy enough that y'all would have put him under. So what makes y'all think the cheddar color coat leader reserves a right to do it? And then you want to hit us with Hunter's laptop, Hillary's emails. Clinton was on the list. Let me walk y'all down the line for a minute. This ain't no run through. I don't care about Hunter's laptop. I don't care about Hunter's D-rug use. He wasn't my president. I don't care that Biden pardoned him. And if you do, you can get tied to a fence and backdoor humped by a bull. You know why I say that? I'm going to let you know in the next segment. I expect nothing less from Biden as a father who knew what this administration would do to his child if he didn't pardon him. Oh, Annabella. That's it. When I tell you I love you to life, girl, because I'm just about to get, that's the next segment. I'm about to hit it. 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 We got to get it all out. We got to get it all out. Like I said, we melting snowflakes today because the media ain't going to do it. And clearly this platform ain't going to do it neither. What'd you say, Willie?
They're afraid for their jobs.
They are. They are. They afraid for their job. They listen, but you know what?
If nothing else is worse, how can a journalist not be able to do their job?
Exactly. Why did you even get in? Why did you even get in the field if you don't want to tell the truth and bring legit news?
It's like these all these attorneys that are getting fired and leaving because they coming after J6.
They seeing, yeah.
It's like, dude, when he's playing Battleship in the Venezuela goddamn sea, and why aren't the admirals and the commanders from the Navy saying no, we're not going to do this?
We're not.
Hey. It's an unlawful order. Why are they doing it?
Exactly.
My point is this, because check it out. Those guys got 20, 30, 40 years in. Their pensions are set. They don't have to listen to his bull.
They don't need
to do this.
They don't need it.
They're doing it anyway.
And that's great. The one from Venezuela, I think he's a Navy. I don't know what he is, but he resigned.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if there's any commander of any battleship or aircraft carrier that's taking out these battleship lines, playing darts and dope with all these boats, dude, those are illegal orders.
You cannot do that.
You are not required to follow illegal orders. I'm a former Marine. I know that for a fact. That's an immoral and an illegal order. I'm not doing it.
Y'all take an oath. Right. Facts.
Or just here's my resignation letter. I'm not doing that.
How could but see, and that's the morals we need these people to have, and they don't. They don't, man. I'm so lit right now, man. Like I'm really wanting to just.
Like I said, it'd be a different story. But I'm worried about my next check. They are not.
They
got 20, 30, 40 years in of major rank. They're gonna make $100,000 a year until they die.
They are afraid. They have no testicular fortitude. They are itches in men bodies. Again,
as a former Marine, dude, what are y'all doing? And this crime thing, and guess what? Yeah, I'm against crime too. But guess what, man? These guys are clairvoyant. They don't know where the crime's going to happen.
They have no idea. They're not even in shape, man. I see one in Phoenix, man. He outran both of them. The dude tripped over the curb.
On the bike, down the bike in Chicago. Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, Chicago. Yeah. Yeah, they fell, man. And then one was running and fell, face planted and slid in the street. But yet they talking about they want the military to not be obese and overweight. Yeah, which y'all already do that. But you got these people out here that's supposed to be some kind of agents and stuff. We know what they are. They the Proud Bees, but and racist people. But they out here and can't run 10 feet, can't jump the side of a Jolly Rancher.
No, see, all I want to do is this. I want to sit back and watch. Because the bottom line is this. We knew what he was going to do because we saw the first administration. We knew what was going to happen. And they still voted him in anyway. So
exactly.
I'm like, really, dudes?
Yeah, exactly, man. Like they knew, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Tearing down the White House. I'm like, what is he running demolition crew into the White House and took the East Wing out? I'm like, wait a minute. When did he get a permit for that demo?
And he does not have one.
Hey, dude, I do real estate in DC, and I'm telling you, it'll take me 6 months to get a demo permit.
They said he did it. He don't have one.
Forget the fix up on the house. Just do the demo. It will take me 6 months.
Man, he's breaking the law, and they know that, and ain't nobody doing it. He shouldn't have even been able to run
the problem
anyways.
is, there are people that are setting up to do lawsuits, but they take forever in a day. He'll be out of office or gone by then.
Okay, but guess what? Obama, they wouldn't have took forever. He'd have been done last Thursday.
No. Don't get me started on that one. You got mad about a tan suit. Dude, really?
Yes, a tan suit, man, and a birth certificate.
That was worse than Watergate. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, come on, don't play with us like this, man. Don't play with us like this.
But again, like you see some of these political pundits go out there and say that Obama
keep
divided
sharing
the
out
country.
the live, everybody.
Obama divided the country. I'm like, really? How did he do that? Just by being the color that he is?
I'm trying to look. What? Okay.
No, check it out. The real thing I got about the birth certificate is this. Wasn't his mother a YT woman from Kansas?
That part, Jenny. Huh?
It's like,
what'd you say?
I said, wasn't his mother a YT lady from Kansas?
Yeah, his dad was.
No, his dad from Africa. His mother was a YT woman from Kansas.
Right.
So he was born in Hawaii. So why are you crying about a birth certificate?
Yes, he was born in Hawaii, which lets us know that
he could have been born in Kenya. He was born to a American citizen.
U.S. citizen.
So
exactly.
What are you talking about?
But you know what that proves, Will? It proves that the cheddar color coat leader does not have political knowledge, and he didn't do good in social studies.
He don't care.
He
gonna push any fabrication he want to push, and he's in his line up behind it.
Exactly.
I feel so bad for the country because we're a bunch of sheep following the wrong shepherd.
Hey, and our Lord and Savior said it was going to happen, and that's why I'm mad at these people for doing it because we sat here and told them.
He's an anti. He's
anti.
Damien from the Omen.
Exactly. Listen, we sat up here and told people what was going to happen. I remember there's people I've been friends with for 20, 30 years, and I told them about the Project 2025 thing. They're like, that's not going to happen. He's not. He said he doesn't know about it, and he's doing everything.
He don't know about it. Everybody knows he lies about everything. So why?
Everything. The only time you can believe him is when he's not talking.
I don't believe he ever got shot. Excuse me, pew, my bad.
Man, he didn't.
I believe that was a ketchup pack in his hand. He smacked his ear with it.
Man, listen. I was in wrestling. I know what people that don't like to believe. I know what they do, and that's exactly what it was. Come on, man. If he had gotten even grazed with the caliber of
the weapon that was used,
man, his whole face would exactly. Get out of here, man.
But same thing with
they
CK.
fall for it.
Okay, same thing with CK. 30-06. Dude,
his head would have exploded.
You don't have a head no more. So
no.
You don't have a head anymore.
They get mad because we don't fall for it.
Hey, again, I'm a Washingtonian. And like I said, after January 6th, I was done.
Man, come on.
The bottom line is every faction of the sit in this country has marched in Washington.
Yeah.
Hell's Angels, the triple what's, the triple crazies, the Proud Boys, the American
even the Latin Kings, everybody. Yeah.
And nobody was dumb enough to raid a federal building.
Exactly. Now,
and guess what? And some of them have legitimate causes that should have raided it.
Absolutely. Hold on. I'm gonna mute your mic because I'm about to go into that segment though, but I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you, Will. I love Will, man. Y'all W Will in the live. Hit my man's give box, give him some love, show him some love. And my sister was up here too, but I don't know what she went to. Okay, she reporting back. Yeah, she might have been on the bathroom break. We'll let her slide. We'll let her slide. But let's get into that because a couple of you have brought up the J6 thing, and I want to talk about that. Well, hold on. Do I want to? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll flip it. That'll be what's next. We'll talk about that. Let's talk about that. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me find something. Let me find my PowerPoint on here. Let me show y'all this lady right here. As I told you all before.
Is that Comey?
Nah. Looks like it. No.
No,
No.
no, his daughter. His daughter.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's Leslie Woods, and she is district attorney in Nebraska. Right? Now, I'm watching, like I told you all, I watch news. If I know where you're from, I'm gonna watch your news just to make sure you're good, stuff like that. If I see something going on, I'm gonna message you and say, hey, you got this going on in your area. You know, keep your third eye open. That's the kind of guy I am. So I'm watching Omaha news because I still got friends that stay out there, right? And so I watch it every night. And so last night I'm watching it, and this lady makes a comment about this guy right here. Now, and understand when I say that, I don't know if y'all can see him, but I'm gonna move. Okay, this man is wanted, well, was wanted because they said that he was involved in a day before yesterday and involved in an unaliving last night, right? But they were saying that he was already incarcerated prior for these kind of crimes, right? But this guy right here pardoned him. And so this Skeletor looking lady right here, Leslie Woods, goes on the news and she says this shouldn't have never happened, which I agree it shouldn't, but this should have never happened. Former President Biden pardoned him, and this is what happened. But now Omaha is safe because he's incarcerated again. We've detained him. Okay. I want to point out this because that's how the news and the media creates this division. You see how she worded that and completely demonized this dude, which he is a demon. If he did these heinous crimes, hey, I'm all for him being locked up. I have no problem with it, right? But let me tell you, this guy, and I couldn't even find a good picture to share with y'all. It was so bad that day. But that guy, come on, hold on. Come on, platform, start tripping. Hold on, y'all. We'll get to it. Platform trying to mess up my presentation. And I couldn't get all of it, and it's so bad. But that guy pardoned these people who, like my man's Will said, completely destroyed, devalued, and defamed our nation's capital. He pardoned them. But do you see the media actually wording it like that? And let me remind you, most of the ones that he pardoned have already been locked up again for being chomos. But you don't see the media wording it like that. You don't see them demonizing these people, and you all rock with it. So now I ask you, first of all, I tell you, this is how they are trying to demonize and separate us. Then I have to go back and ask you all, why are you voting or supporting a guy that is a convicted felon, 34-time convicted felon himself, found liable for sexual assault on E. Jean Carroll. And there's others. He's got like over 27 lawsuits out on him. And I ain't even bringing up the kids or the people that's not the age of consent. But I'm sure that's why our government is in a lockdown. Because somebody made roll call on the Chomo list repeatedly, frequently, and habitually. My sister said over 100 lawsuits by boys, girls, and ladies. But you all support that. Huh, man? Like we say in the A. Shout it, what? Know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's why we are in. Our government is in a shutdown. That's why we have no SNAP benefits. And let me let y'all in on a secret. He can't even stop SNAP benefits from being allocated to people because that's through the state, not federal. But let me tell you something though. What the states did after a judge told him he couldn't do that, they sent out, his administration sent out letters to these different states and told them that they better not do it. And they all fell in line. All right, sis, they all fell in line. So once again, you say America first. You say that you are a patriot. You say that you love this country. So then why are you allowing your fellow American citizens to starve? Why are you allowing your fellow American citizens to not have health care or to have their health care compromised? Right, Will? He can release the money with one phone call. Now, let me tell you how he's painted himself in the corner and he's lying to you all and you're not even catching it. Now, he's saying that the nation, our country is in debt by trillions of dollars and stuff like that, right? But he gave Argentina 40 billion. He's coming up saying some secret donor loaned him 130 million. And then he's saying he found some money from the tariff thing on the shelf. I don't know if my wife in here now, but she can tell you. We was listening to it on the way to work the other day. And somebody told her, I don't know how we got this surplus. I don't know where the money come from. And he said, check the sheriff, check the shelf, check the tariff funds on the shelf. And they said, hey, you're right. It is there. So now then, let me ask you all something. Mango, mindless, MAGA minions. And we may not even get to our original show today. I don't even know. But let me ask y'all something. So he's saying that this grand ballroom that he's building is being funded by a private donor or donors, right? Now, I'm pretty sure we smart enough to know that even if that were the case and even if that was true, it wouldn't be going to no ballroom. It would be going to his bald-headed pockets. And yeah, I know he got hair, but that's a toupee. His bald-headed pockets. And then he started off saying that the ballroom was going to cost $250 million. And then turned right around and said, well, now it's going to be $350 million. And then miraculously, he comes out and says, it was somebody, an unknown donor, donated $130 million to pay for our military. Folks, that ain't enough money to pay our military. That equates, I think they said that equates like $100 per military personnel. 200, 250, 300, 350 million. Right, Will? That's not enough. So we know, if you pay attention to the timeline, how the amount went up for the ballroom, and he just so happened to get somebody that donated the extra amount of money that would equate to the amount that he's saying this grand ballroom costs. Are you serious? You all fall for this? You can't say you are a patriot. You can't say you love our country and you still support this. He even has a nephew that has a medical issue, and he's still cutting health care, knowing his nephew needs that health care. He hadn't even went to see his nephew. He's never seen him in his life, or his great nephew, whatever it is. He hadn't even seen him. That's how much of a narcissist this guy is. So miss us with that. Miss us with that Christian stuff. Because nothing y'all support falls in line with the values that Jesus has. Nothing about it is godly like. And I don't care if your feelings hurt. Now, we have these January 6 people out. He pardoned them. They've committed more crimes, right? And most of them stay in red states and stuff like that, red cities. Why on earth is Ice-T not going there? Why is he only sending them to blue cities that don't bend the knee to him? Folks, this is what we call racism. You see? And this platform ain't no different, really. I'm going to tell you why I say the platform is for it, too. Because as you can see, we on here spitting facts. And our numbers dwindle. Because they don't want you talking about this stuff. If you ain't praising him, they don't want you talking about it. They want to strike your account if you say something against him, stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you where that takes my mind back to. You can ask my wife, I'm a history buff. That takes me back to the days of slavery, when they didn't want us to know how to read. We didn't have a voice. I feel like we're going right back there. You all think this man is tough, but yet Jimmy Kimmel hurt his feelings. He got Jimmy Kimmel kicked off TV. Of course, Jimmy Kimmel is back. But this man wants to go around and just disrespect women in all shapes and kinds and forms of disrespecting them. But yet, this is a man who glowed over Arnold Palmer's penis size. I don't know about y'all, but I don't support. I don't do it. And I have my own small business, and he ain't a good businessman. But I definitely am not fixing to do that. This is the same man that has a dance where he looked like he could be jerking off Putin and what's the other one that's over there in Northern Korea that he loves so much. I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But this is who y'all put up there. Now, remember, when Biden had his little issue at the debate and stuff, and y'all was saying he was too old to run and he was having a mental decline and health decline, and y'all, man, y'all was ragging on Biden, man. Y'all was making, Kim Jong, him, Willie. Thank you, brother. Y'all was riding on Biden, laughing, creating memes, saying he falling and up the steps and stuff. All the while, this dude falls up steps pretty frequently. This dude had his second annual visit this year. Now, here's the crazy part. You all are so slow that you don't realize annual means per year, once a year. So in April, I think it was March or April, when he had his annual visit, that was it. That was the deal. That was it. That was the what you call it, the physical for the year. But then he goes a couple of weeks ago. He rushed to the hospital, goes to the hospital. Y'all say, they come out and tell us, well, yeah, it was just an annual physical. The little blonde bimbo that be out there talking for lying too. It was just for an annual physical. Just a trick. An annual is one time. Y'all must think we stuck on stupid and sliding on dumb. And I'm almost certain that the Katie and the the Pam, whatever, I'm almost certain that they might have even had something to do with him when they were younger, if you know what I mean. Catch my drift. Willie Smith said MRI is not part of a routine physical. It is not. It is not. And then to sit here and say that they gave him the hardest test and he passed it with flying colors. And they show you the test and it's like, what animal is this or what rhymes is? I mean, it's the most kindergartenist, and I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going to use it, kindergartenist test ever. And then the guy that did his first thing or whatever, his what you call that comprehension test? It wasn't an IQ test. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't, right? But that's what they put out there, brother. They put out a sheet of paper that had animals on it and stuff, and it was like words he's supposed to say and link stuff together. I mean, come on, man. Like they lie so much that they can't even keep up with the lie that they made up before with the other lie. And so then, but get this though. Get this though. He says he took the test, the IQ test, and they said they never seen nothing like it before. They never seen anybody do that. It was just so bigly. They said it was the most greatest thing that they ever seen. Nobody has ever seen it before in their lives. They said they've never. Who is they? But then that same doctor comes out a couple days ago and says, and I got the video. I'll send it to you. Just let me know if you need a link. And he says, no, that's not true. He did not pass a flying color. He did not do good. That's a lie. But what they done was he had his henchmen go to the doctor's office, go in there, hijack his files, and take it out of the doctor's office. Come on, y'all. Bestie, Marie said, Bestie, they are filtering everyone's comments now. See what I'm saying? That's why I said what I said earlier. That's why I said what I said a few minutes ago. This platform is for that rhetoric. They push that rhetoric. And it's the same thing as when we were captive. They wouldn't let us learn how to read or get educated. They want us to say what they want us to say. They want us to believe what they want us to believe. And like I said before on somebody else's platform, I'll say it again. All this division, racial division from this guy and his country club ball lickers is all because their pride is hurt. Mr. Breaking News, what do you mean by their pride is hurt? I'm going to tell you what I mean by their pride is hurt. Their pride is hurt because the white tea ladies don't want to make babies with them no more. The white tea ladies have found out that the same thing that master would go out in the slave quarters and do with the female slaves and sometimes the male slaves, they're realizing they want a piece of it too. And so when they hit you with that stuff that they did from Ohio when the race was going on, we had the two candidates. He's talking about it in the debate. They're eating the cat. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We are eating the cats with two legs. They're females. We eat the cat. They like it. Yeah. And y'all are not getting no more nunu from them. And these they producing these fine mixed peanut butter colored babies. And then you got some of your fellow white tea men that's falling in love with the beauty of the minority women. And the white tea race is slowly becoming the minority. And people with ethnicity is becoming the majority. And they can't stand it. They can't stand the fact that they put people of different ethnicity, of my kind, and other people through so much hell. They done the most sinister and heinous things to people of my color and other minorities. And yet we stand. Yet we still persevere. Yet we built this country. They can't stand it. You see, we took their worst shot and we still progress afterwards. You see, there's no escaping the most heinous sin and crimes that people like him committed in this country. It is woven into the very fabric of this company and of this country. And I know because I have traced my ancestral history. And yeah, I got them from Nigeria. Yeah, I got Kenyan in me. Yeah, I got Jamaican in me. Yeah, I got Irish in me. Guess what? When the pictures popped up on my ancestry kit, those people, some of them, was the same color as this buffoon right here. Even reached out to him, probably scared him because I told him we're blood relatives. And they're like, what? Are you serious? And then I got some of my, it was on Facebook, and I got some of my wrestling videos up there. They see me setting people on fire, stabbing people with forks and pizza cutters and barbed wire. They're like, no, I can't be kin to him. They never responded. But the thing is, I reached out to him. You see what I'm saying, people? We've got to stop this, man. We've got to talk about this. We've got to stop allowing, because the media is not going to do it. Just like my man Chill Will said, and I'm about to bring you back up, Chill Will, because I don't think I'm going to actually get into my show today because it's already 12:30 and I got like an hour left. I don't know. You know what? I may. I'm going to go ahead and since I got like an hour left before I got to go, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start this show like we did before. It's going to be part 4 of the Secrets of the Secret Society. But I had to get that off my chest, man. I was up praying this morning that God just placed his hands of love on this country, man. I know he told us these things were going to be in the end times, but I just pray that he place his hands of love on the people whose hearts are hardened, that are okay with seeing these little kids getting snatched away from their moms, or their moms and dads being taken away and just casted somewhere when all they're trying to do is make an honest living. And to hear these kids cry and to see these kids just going to school at 16 years old, like we just showed earlier, and he's telling them I'm underage and I'm on my way to school, and they still just throwing them somewhere. I can't have that on my conscience, people, and not say nothing. Let me let you snowflakes know something. Your children are no better than ours. And if you really want to get down to the meat of it, I think our kids are stronger, because they come from a long lineage, long ancestral background of people who had to take this country's worst, and they still persevere. While some of y'all had silver spoons born in your mouth, not all of you, some of y'all had silver spoons born with silver spoons in your mouth. And you sit here and you say, well, you let this fool right here behind me let y'all believe that it's just lazy minorities that want government assistance. Let me tell y'all something.